here in Brussels with Toyota, and we are going to have a look around the inside and the outside of the all-new bZ4X. We would originally have this on the channel when we saw it in NADA in Las Vegas a couple of years ago. Then we had it back in Ireland. More and more popular, more and more people are getting into the Toyota bZ4X. So great to see that they've actually said, you know what, we want to refresh it. And it is starting to bring in that real design language from Toyota that you will see across all of the other models. There's a lot of launches here today, so if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. Hit the like button, but there's also a Toyota playlist. So we're going to have the bZ4X, which is their D segment SUV. We have the CHR Plus, which is their C segment HUV. And if you want something a little bit smaller, you're going to have the Toyota Urban Cruiser, which is their B segment SUV. So you've got that daytime running light that comes along here, and then it flows all the way along. One of the differentiators between this and the CHR Plus, then you've got a glass black panel in underneath, large Toyota badge in there. So matte black down at the bottom, real that hammerhead shark look that they have going on. Like the original bZ4X, you have that wheel arch cladding that goes over in gloss black on this version. And you've got those large tire wall Bridgestones here. Size-wise, they are Alenzas, and they are size, I can never find the one, 235 60 18s. And you've got that gloss panel down at the bottom of the windscreen that kind of brings the windscreen and makes it look a lot longer. Interesting design. And then there's got that high-low beam module in underneath that daytime running light. Some air, they're like air vents down along the side, but they actually aren't, but they look like they're going somewhere. Charging port, as always with the Toyotas, are up here on the front right hand side. You're going to get two different battery sizes now, and it's 11 kilowatt as standard, 150 kilowatt on DC, and you can option now a 22 kilowatt. Another thing you can do on the bZ4X is you can actually precondition the battery now as well. Two battery sizes are 57.7 kilowatt hour and a 73.1 kilowatt hour. Front wheel drive, you can get in standard, and then the larger battery you can get in all wheel drive or front wheel drive as well, depending on. That sweet spot is always going to be the bigger battery with just a single drive motor. On this version, it's going to be that front wheel drive. E-axle system, you're going to be getting the 252 kilowatt electric motors across both axles would be the maximum. There's 3 different levels, but the top trim is 343 brake horsepower. You have body colored A-pillar all the way up with that body colored roof. Some interesting ridges up there, and you have the ability of roof rack as well. Glass black around the windows, glass black B-pillar, glass black large wing mirror, indicator here, and 360-degree camera in underneath. I'm going to turn on the hazard light so you can see what that hazard light looks like. Now finding it is in the middle. And so what we have it is on the door in a nice little strip there. And then you have the full daytime running light on either side. It's beeping because the car is on, and then on the rear you have it large big squares either side. Let me turn off the hazard lights, come back down along the rear just to speak about that design. And that's better. So you've got a lot of creases going on here. You've got that belt line, and then you've got this another crease at the top that goes down and swoops back up. Hopefully you can catch it there on the light. And as well as that, then you've got another crease down the bottom here that scoots up. So there's a lot of creases going on this back door rear quarter. Small bit of a window here. You can see it on the inside of there. In the C-pillar, glass black shark fin area at the top. A small, tiny, not really, could you call it a spoiler? It does cut the air. And then there's a ducktail lip at the back there then as well. Really interesting bodywork swoops going on here. There is definitely a spoiler on this side with that full LED daytime running light tail light, bZ4X. This new badging that we're seeing across Toyotas with that kind of horizon blue little line, BEV. BZ is the Beyond Zero, so that's an anodized blue, and then the 4X. So yeah, glass blacking underneath with the reflector, and then you've got that tailgate. With this being a D segment SUV, it is their largest boot, so you're getting, it is 452 litres with the seats up, and then with the seats down, it's 784. You've got a 40-60 split, some tie-off hooks up here, shopping bag, 12 volt. It's actually a 220 kilowatt AC, and you can turn off there. And some storage, LED light, and you also have the parcel shelf tannoy cover there. Space in underneath, actually not bad. And you can drop that floor down. You can see there's more storage in underneath there. It looks like it's going to be able to take that tannoy cover in underneath then, shoved in that way, if you didn't need it. Towing capacity is also increased. It was 750 kg, it's now up to 1,500 kg. Starting to see a lot more of these on the road. There was some great value there as well. Let's have a seat in the rear. These are the door handles, and the whole handle is the hinges, hinge at the front. How far down does the windows go? Tinted in this version all the way down. And so you've got some squidgy plastic on the top, some faux leather single door lock, decent sized cup holders down the bottom. You've got two isofix on the rear, and the fact that you have a centered armrest. Nice recline on those seats actually, from what it looks like. And we're in. So feet in underneath the seat. Not bad thigh support, two USB Type-Cs, your venting, and then nothing in under that, so it kind of comes back at a jolt. We haven't got a sunroof in this. Headroom for me, I'm 6'2", 108. There's a very interesting lighting. And it is 4 or 5 centimeters. If I put that up, no, it's still, oh, better, small bit. There's a nice recline on this. Yeah, comfortable. You can see this design that comes down. It is faux leather on the sides and then a fabric in the middle, so it's like two-part. 3 headrests. And then up in the front. It is all of your buttons on the door. 2 big bottle holders, soft touch, squidgy, black. God, they like their black. These bolsters are actually decent in the seats. It's driver electronically adjusted. Got some ambient lighting in the dashboard, not on the door. A small bit behind the handle, but the main line is all the way along here. You've got that far away, right at the bottom of the windscreen. It's like a head-up display, but it's a screen driver display. And then this large, over 14-inch with a new infotainment. We would have seen this in the Lexus. Stick-on physical knobs for that, but they're actually stuck onto the screen. Physical knob for the volume, so it's good to have some physicality here. 2 wireless charging pads. You've got your mode selector in the middle, parking handbrake, automatic hold, camera button, eco mode, snow mode, and then ESP off. 2 cup holders, some storage in underneath with some 12 volt and some USB type A's and C's, I presume. Feeling in the dark here, maybe just 12 volt actually. And then in the back of the, oh, it's a butterfly. Either side, small bit of a light there, bit of a tray that you can multi-level in and out. Yeah. So it looks like they've gone with 2 wireless charging pads up front, 12 volt in underneath here, and then these are nearly good enough that they could serve the front or the rear passengers. We don't have a glove box like we did in the original, like we didn't in the original. Power button over my left knee. It's an imposing steering wheel. There's a lot going on. GSR2 on the top. You've got your physical buttons, 3-spoke, but it's, how do I give that a better angle? Like there's a lot of unit there in the middle. Indicators and lights on the left-hand side. Regenerative brake and paddles. We've got that preconditioning we talked about, which is great for extending the range. They've got an extra 100-kilometer range in it with these lots of different tweaks, nips and tucks that they've done inside the bZ4X. We've got that airbag in there. Yeah, it's a next step up from, there's a nice texture to that there as well. Headroom in the front for me, as I mentioned, I'm 6'2", 188 centimeters, is about 6 centimeters. That greeny bluey light is not doing any favors for anybody. So that is the bZ4X. So this is their largest electric vehicle at the moment from the Toyota brand. You're going to have the Urban Cruiser coming in as the smallest. And then the CHR Plus. Toyota very proud of their battery warranty, 10-year or 1 million kilometers they're guaranteeing, as long as you service it, battery check it every year with the annual checkup with your local dealer, or 1 million kilometers. Range-wise, they're saying 573 with the longer battery and front-wheel drive, so that's the maximum range. What do you think? The battery's gotten better. That's where it kind of fell down in the last time. It's 64 kilowatt hour battery in the larger one. The last time it just was a bit too much SUV. It was a bit too heavy for that size of a battery for really to make a difference. So the range was never really reached. Now, as I said, I've seen them on the road in a personal capacity, but I've also seen them on the road as taxis. A lot of them as taxis of people that are coming out of Aventuses, etc., and are now going into the bZ4X. Hopefully you've enjoyed that look around inside and outside here in Brussels with Toyota. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. Hit the like button, leave a comment, share the video. And remember, if you think an EV is for you, leave it to me and I'll review. Thank you very much for watching.